Okay. Hey guys, welcome. So different than the original plan because Strixter couldn't be here. So I'm back. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm ready. I'm so ready to check out your new tracks, to give my honest opinion, honest feedback. I hope you guys are ready too. So let's just go ahead and how have you guys been? How have you guys been? Good to hear. Sounds really good. I'm great. Thank you for asking. Let's wait for a bit more people to join. And then let's go ahead with the tracks. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. So, yeah. Tired. Really, Cougar. Sick. David, I've been sick too. But I've been feeling great since today. So that makes my life a bit better. Yeah, Point Break. That was the best track I've heard all, like the whole evening. So I think that's the best thing for you, I guess. Morgen, hallo. All right, let me put some tracks up in the FL Studio so I can check you guys out. I made a cute folder with all the tracks for episode 2. Hi. Yeah, I'm from the Netherlands. You're from Mexico. That's pretty far away. All right. This is my own. I'm not gonna put that in there. All right. Hi, man. Benza, I've been great. Really good. Well, I hope you're ready. I think we're gonna cover like a lot of tracks. We have some in FL Studio here. We have some more up in the SoundCloud. And of course you can. Cougar on TikTok, yes. Feedback on tracks, that's true. I've been streaming at On Point Samples on YouTube, so you can also join there. All right, let's start with Corpse with Kick to the Bass, and then let's move on to Crowbass, and let's go. Kick to the bass. Bass. Kick to the bass. Drop the fireball. Kick to the bass. Fireball. Kick to the bass. Fireball. Okay, wow. Let's start with a banger, eh? So, cool track. Really cool track. Some fun experimental stuff in there, but a couple of things that when I was listening, came to mind. I think your vocal is a bit too harsh, so maybe put an EQ on there or de-esser, so it makes it a bit less or a bit less harsh to my ears. Yeah, your first kick is really cool, so I wouldn't like change this part. I'm gonna make a bit more room, so I wouldn't change that part at all. So that sounds really cool. Maybe your build-up can have some more energy. You have only the small like pitching up of the vocal. It gets boring. It's a cool thing to do, but maybe you can add a crusher or something that makes it more interesting. Have like one riser in there, so maybe you can add more impacts, crashes, claps to make it more hyping. It needs to hype me up to get into to build to the anticlimax. Yeah, this is really cool. I really like this plucky part with the bells or pluck, so that makes a really interesting small little break before you get to the next part. Okay, so this part is really loud. Your vocal is way too loud. It's not in good comparison with the rest of your track. I think your track has a bit of a harsh high end, so try to fix that with an EQ. And your leads are a bit thin, so maybe you can layer different sounds, make bigger chords, because it's a cool melody, I give you that, but the melody is not in my face. And Vinorea, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Yes, you can. Just join our Discord server. The link is on top of the chat here, and you can submit your tracks there. Yeah, here the same problem as your other build-up. It doesn't get me like, I want to listen to the rest, I want to listen to the rest. So it lacks a bit of energy, in my opinion. I really like this little screech that's coming here into the next kick. So well done on that. Yeah, and I think your kick here does miss a lot of sub bass. in like the first part of the kick. So maybe try to look into that a bit more. Yeah, those are for me the best, like, or the noticeable things in your track. But all in all, the track is really cool. So keep on working. Next up, we have Crowbase with Adapted Lands, Homeland. Hey, welcome, Alex. The kick sounds pretty cool. Yeah, the kick is cool, but needs a bit of work, I guess. SoundCloud, yes, I'm gonna check SoundCloud tracks too. I have a lot of SoundCloud tracks open, so don't worry.
Welcome to the homeworld. Welcome home. Vital systems damage.
Hey, Ricardo.
System failure. Attempting recovery. System failure.
Benza, no, bro. Because of copyright, it's really like hard to get that right. It's really sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, so I don't think this person has been producing for like a long time. So I think you did a really good job on your first part of your track. It starts really cool with the reverb kick. This also is pretty unique. The first thing what I really like, what came to mind is that your bass in your melody is not there. I can't really hear it. Yeah, there's no bass. So try to get more bass up in here. And your drop is pretty random. Okay, you're trying. So you're trying your best to build it up here, but I think your build-up can have a little bit more energy, or a lot more energy. So try to add a filter on the leads and add a impact, a sweep up, a sweep down to give the build-up a bit more energy, or a lot of more energy, and then go into the climax. Because it doesn't sound bad at all, but keep it simple for your first couple of tracks. So go slow, look up some tutorials, maybe use our tutorials. We have a bit of a masterclass in how to build up tracks, because this is really random and the arrangement doesn't make any sense to me. This filter is pretty cool, so you can keep that in there. This kick here. it sounds really low quality. I don't know if you got it somewhere, but it's cool. It's something different, but it doesn't fit in the track. So maybe change this one.
Attempting and recovering. System failure.
And that kick is just, oh my god. Yeah, this kick sounds pretty cool, but I don't think it fits the vibe of the track. So maybe look into sound choice, sound design, try to place different sounds in there so you can have a bit of more it's like a selection of what sounds you have to use. But I don't know if you're in the stream right now, but it sounds pretty dope, but there are some things that I would change. So there you go. Let's catch up with this fucking, oh my god, there's so many people. It started off pretty good. Melody feels a bit random. I don't think so, but it's fine. Fixed kicks, yeah. All good, okay. Sounds like a 3 oscillator. It could be. I don't know if this person has Serum, Silent, or any of the like necessary hardstyle or raw style plugins. But you can also make like a lot of cool stuff with 3 oscillators. So gotta glue all the parts together. I agree. Drago with Demo 3.
Join us on a journey through the mind. We stand here together, united as one.
Some right, that's a mystery.
We stand here together, united as one. Join us on a journey through the mind. We stand here together, united as one. Through times of despair and passing darker. Join us on a journey through the mind. We stand here together, united as one. Through times of despair, join us on a journey through the mind. And passing darker.
Okay. Interesting. actually, because this can be a really cool track. Right now, it's a bit random. So let's start off with the first part of the track.
You're united.
This is a screech that we made. That's fine. No worries about that. But it's really dry. And then just the kick drops out of nowhere. So I personally think you can build this up. So just put a build up in there. And then I think your kicks can be a bit louder. Because essentially your kicks need to be the loudest part of the track. So try to figure that one out. And you can see that your punch is not in the same level of volume as your sub bass. So maybe change around a bit of the compression, or if there is even compression on this track, or the volumes of the kick. Next, the second kick is really cool. So I'm wondering why you don't like put the first kick of the second kick as the first kick, and the second kick as the first kick as the, Jesus. Woohoo! This is okay. So put the second kick as the first kick and put the first kick as the second kick. So people have like a holy shit moment and then a calm down moment. English is really hard for me today. So we have an in your face moment. So that will be, I think, in my opinion, better. And I don't know where this kick is from and if you made it yourself, but this is a really cool sounding kick. The tail is really nice. Really crunchy, sounds really cool. So just definitely keep that one in there. Let's see. The break, worst part, the build-ups. I do agree. How many submissions do you get? We have a lot. So I hope I can get through them all. Some notes out of key. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. The IKEA chair is pretty cool, actually. It's a pretty nice chair. Okay.
Together.
Your vocal is also pretty loud, and there are some
Together.
frequencies in there that clash with your bass.
We stand
Yeah, so maybe EQ your vocal.
as one. Join us on a journey through the mind. We stand here together, united as one. Through times of
Yeah, and if I'm listening to the leads you put in there are some notes that are out of key. I think definitely like fix those notes because it's really like offsetting if you're listening to a track and your notes are out of key. That doesn't sound good. Hey bro, changing your sub like a bit. You will see EDC Mexico live in Wasteland. We'll see a lot of Hardstyle and Rasta today. Good, bro. I hope you will enjoy. Sounds really cool. FF4810. Bro, your haircut is clean. Thank you. Shout out to my barber dog, you know. Just sending one of my first tracks ever made. Really got feedback on. Excited to hear it. I hope I will check that one out. I'll try my best.
join us on a journey through the mind.
I love the kick in your climax, but just check the out of key moments in your melody. The mix is not bad. It can be better, just with a bit of more layering and chord layering of your leads, but that comes with time and maybe a bit of YouTube tutorials I can try to explain later if you want. The crunch is really cool. Yeah, I agree, totally. Yeah, and in your key change, so when you go like 2 semitones up, you still have the the out of key moment, as we call it. So I tried to fix that, but cool track. I really like the second kick. Yeah, well done. Doot, doot, doot, doot, doot. Catchy melody too. Okay, wait. This is a remix. Pure for like copyright reasons. I can't really play this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can. Okay, but still, there's like YouTube content on the ID on that shit. And it doesn't matter. Tracks have copyright. I can't really go around it. Even my tracks have copyright. Yeah. Yeah, it's I'm serious. Copyright is no joke. Let's not forget that it was made in FL Studio Mobile. FL Mobile producers are evolving. Jesus Christ. Okay. For FL Mobile. Woohoo! Sounds really cool for me being in FL Mobile. It's crazy. Okay, so the first thing I noticed when listening to the track is that this part here sounds really dope. I mean, nice piano intro. Sounds really cool. The second thing I noticed when I'm listening to the track is that your kick is as loud as your build-up. Usually that's not a really a good thing. because you want to be, your kick needs to be a lot higher or louder in volume than your break or your build up. So the kick has the most like energy in a track. So the energy needs to like come through, and if your kick isn't as loud or even louder than your build up or the other sounds in your track, it's not gonna sound good. Other sounds are going to overpower it, and it sounds a bit less energetic. So that's the second thing I noticed. And yes, it's really made on FL Mobile. So yeah, hats off. Sounds like the kick was in stereo. Yeah, it was, but I'll get to that in a second. Bice official, maybe needs to evolve to PC. I think you should. Maybe if you don't have the money, I can understand, but this is really cool for mobile. So this punch and this kick are stereo, and in this like build up, there are a lot of sounds fighting for their own place. So maybe just calm down on the sounds a bit, and just look at the sounds that want to make space for each other. Because if you have a lot of clashing of the sounds, it's not gonna sound clean. But this kick is really cool, but make it mono, please. That's all I have to say about this kick. Yeah, and here the kick rolls are really random. For me, it's a bit hard to follow on what's happening. Yeah, and your melody has a lot of high end, way too much high end. So it's really easy to fix. Just put a bell EQ in there. It's not on, but you'll notice the difference right away. So there's a lot of high frequencies, and people don't like high frequencies. So dogs don't also. So let your dog listen to it. No, I'm kidding. So just turn down the highs a bit. Or a lot. Yeah, and because of the kick or punch being in stereo, you have a lot of clashing with the melody here in the climax. So yeah, check that out. But overall, being made in mobile, it's really, really good. So good job. Yannick Brayet on TikTok, where's the template? Well, we're still working on it. So there you go. No, you can load your... No, probably not. Yours very limited. I can already tell. So let's change over to... Let's change over to what's that called? My God, my English is going to SoundCloud for a bit of other tracks, because we want to check out SoundCloud tracks too. My question is, which one do I need to put on top? That's the question. I have my window capture here. It's really annoying. I'm gonna go for like 2.5 more hours, so we're gonna be fine with all the people joining. There we go. We're on SoundCloud. We have a lot of SoundCloud tracks here, or a lot. We have like 4 or 5. So let's check some of these. Do you release music yourself? Yes, I do. I haven't released in like half a year, but oh no, I'm lying. In like 3 months, but there is a lot of stuff coming up, so I'm excited. Okay. Interesting. Really cool track in the first place. I think when I'm listening to this track, there's a lot of things that make sense, but also don't. Your leads are really, really thin or small. And that's probably used or probably caused by lack of sound design or layering. Vocals are a bit too stereo. Drive is really good. Yeah, I agree. So what Tolly is saying, I think vocals in stereo is fine. It's a bit of like a personal preference. If someone says the vocals are a bit stereo, I don't think it really matters at all. And there's a lot of highs in your crashes here. So, and those are really loud. So maybe look into that a bit more. Yeah, and the vocal is really cool. So you don't really need to change anything about the vocals. I think your vocals are a bit too muddy in the trend of like high frequencies. So maybe add a bit more high frequencies or put a saturation plugin on there. Maybe try FL or Jesus. Pop filter Saturn. to give it a bit more frequencies, a bit more drive. Yeah, and this is really cool. But what Margemelo Martinez Jose Emilio is saying, did I say that right? Is it sounds really muddy in general. I think that's like compression of the stream or compression of SoundCloud, because SoundCloud compression just sucks. So it's one or the two. For me, it sounds really fine. This punch is stereo, so I personally like mono punches, but maybe look into that. You can do a lot more with stereo punches, I know, but yeah. You said it right. Okay, well, I'm gonna teach Spanish now from now on. Vinny Vim, I hope so. He speaks Dutch, English, and Spanish as well. No, just Dutch and English. I'm gonna keep it at that. Yeah, and I think your leads can use a lot more. I already said they're a bit thin, a bit like small, but in general your leads can have a different sound, because they sound really gross, if I'm saying that like correctly. They're muddy. They don't have the right frequencies. They sound harsh. They are not layered correctly. So they drop in the vibe of the track. So let's call it at that one. Too much remuneration of kicks. Yeah, but I think that's fine. You need to keep your tracks interesting, right? So worst part, the muddiness. Yeah, that's true. Really true. Creatures are cool, so I think those are the things that stood out to me. I can go really in depth, but we don't really have the time. So let's go into the next track. We have Visor. Okay. My brother Visor is back. Put your LED on. They are on. They are on. But I have a light, because if I do this, you can't really like see them or see my face. So that's why. I already checked this one out last week. Oh, you are a sneaky little one. But due to time, I think I'm just gonna skip, because you can check my feedback in the last last stream. It was different? Yeah, I listened to it, brother. Yes. So I'm sorry, but I need to skip because there are a lot of other people that want to have their tracks checked. Okay, cool. And if not, but I'm pretty sure I did actually. So yeah, it's literally the same track. All good, no worries. On-point samples are a lot of people. Wow. BB Jorn. Minecraft Guardian Screech. Oh, euphoric wave kick. Okay. Unique. It sounds really unique. As one guy who said that Minecraft Guardian sound, be Bjorn. Oh my, you're so right. The Minecraft Guardian. I don't know if you guys know how that sounds, but it's literally the same sound. Sounds really cool. Okay, couple of things. Your screech is really high. I think, I don't know. It doesn't like it sounds a bit harsh in my ears. Maybe because it's so high. I really like the track though. It has a good movement. It has a nice style. It has a nice flow. So definitely keep that up. I think your lead can have a bit more. It sounds like a Halloween track. Let's say it like that. I think your lead can have a bit more layering. It sounds really not off, but it doesn't like add, or it doesn't give the track a nicer flow than it should have. If you're understanding, or if you understand what I'm saying, I think the lead sound that sounds like the screech, it's really noticeable. when you're going lower in the notes, it has a harsh pitching tone, and I don't think that fits the track. I don't know if the guys in the stream can hear it, but I hear it sounds like a key scraping over something. It's not really great. Yeah, no, it's definitely your screech. So maybe, or something that sounds like your screech layered in your lead sound, but it throws me off. Yeah, and your fake drop or your second build up is really cool. It's lower volume than your kick, so that sounds really nice. And this kick is really cool. Also really like interesting sound with the strings. Yeah, and here you have your lead sound just doesn't fit here. I think with the low, it's still there. And going into like triplets like that is my like guilty pleasure. That's really dope. But yeah, I think that those are my points of like interest or feedback. I would make the screech a bit quieter, not necessarily, because I think it's a really unique sound, and because it is so high, it needs to overpower the kick a bit. But maybe if you think it's too loud, I can always like try to say that it's too loud, but I'm not gonna do that actually. Strix, I don't know what you're saying, brother. Something with black box, and I'm gonna call a label black box. So Vinivim, so there you go. That's what I should do. Still don't know what you're saying. Okay, your kick is in stereo, and yeah, I think your track has a lot of movement in the first part, but your kick is stereo, and maybe your bass can be a bit rougher, so make it more hang, hang, and not like so hang. That's the best way to describe kicks, I think that something went wrong. Or it's just the I think this person I think he forgot to put an automation clip on the blue glitch. That's personal. I think my god, bro, it's all over the place. So just automate your D blue crusher in this part, because it's too much. It's way too much. It's way too much. That's Crowsbeat, yeah, or D blue crusher or something. Glitch 2, something. Yeah. It sounds like you're twisting your aux plug in the socket. Yeah, so please fix this.
Oh, come on!
Okay. You got me hyped there for a second. I think your track is really cool. Next to things I said before, your leads can have a bit more work. I think they're too much on the high end. I think you can do a bit more with the sauce in the lead itself. And your mix in your climax is really off. I think your leads can be a bit softer in volume, and your kicks can be a bit less. How do you say it? It's not mixed properly in the climax. So maybe you can add a bit more punch to your kick, and sidechain your kicks to your lead, because it sounds really messy due to all the sounds that are fighting for like one place. And yeah, add more D blue glitch. No, so yeah, the first part of your D blue glitch is really messy. I think if you just remove the D blue glitch or the glitch effect from there, it can be a lot more spacious. It sounds a little bit more interesting, because now it's all glitching all over the place. My hand is broken because of this one. Definitely also needs a bit better timing in the buttons. I think that's fine, actually. No, that's just fine. Add Grossby to the master channel. But yeah, instead of the jokes, really cool track. So those are the things of interest for me. really interesting track. A lot of like dynamic elements going left, right, stereo, me getting my head crazy. Overall, it's a really interesting old school new style type of psytrance track. I think master is pretty good. I think you don't need to change things, but the things that do like put me off are the bit of the claps or the snares here. That's weird. That doesn't sound really like interesting. Wessel on TikTok Live. What are you doing at the moment? I am streaming for On Point samples. You can check them on YouTube, and I'm giving feedback to people that tracks. And I have the hiccup now. Okay, so those are that's a thing of interest for me. And the voice is really nice. Yeah, and I don't think the snares fit at all. Thank you, Wessel on TikTok. You couldn't play my remix on stream because YouTube tracks melodies and can copyright strike them. Yes, they can. Where I have to send my track, you can check out Discord server. It's on the top of the live stream, and you can send your tracks in there, mate. And this is really cool, just going into like a triplet. And all in all, it's a bit like repetitive, but psytrance is a bit repetitive. So I think you did a really good job. Congrats, Mr. Qcrez. Hey Denzo, how are you? I'm great. Let's go to Under Galaxies. I just picked one random from the list. AI.
Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence.
Marlin, no, I don't, because there's copyright on those tracks.
Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence.
Okay, a couple of things. I think the vocal is too random in the drop. I think it's not like stretched right to the right tempo. It sounds a bit repetitive. It's boring. Your kick is not like higher in volume than your build up, so the energy just disappears. The is too repetitive. There are a little the sweeps in the climax itself or anticlimax itself are too loud, so they throw you off. And yeah, it's just generally a weird drop. So look into that. I think make it like arrangement wise a bit better. Just remove some. Just keep it simple. Just kick. I think that's all it needs with the crash and maybe maybe the vocal coming through, but that's personal. So I really like the leads. They are unique. They sound really old school, but they have a nice new flow. Your mix is pretty good, actually. Your kick comes through nice. Yeah, I don't think what they're saying in the chat, I think that doesn't need anything more. No more reverb. I think you did this pretty good. Yeah, I don't think it needs any more. So that's well done. Maybe check your mix a bit, remove a bit of highs, but I don't think it's a really small amount. Okay, so and a trick you can use, I know you use FL Studio, so you can use the envelope controller with a filter, and that makes a plucky lead cutoff sound, and you can use that to build down your track here. So maybe use that as a little tip. If you want to in-depth, I'll try to do that in a second or at the end of the stream. So that can make it a bit more interesting. Wow, okay. That's a really random transition. But I like the detuned like sound on your lead here. I think the drop is the switch is a bit too random. Maybe you can add a fill or something to make it more so it builds up to the small detuned sound. Martinez Jose Emilio, I don't think it's muddy. I think that's just SoundCloud being SoundCloud. Yeah, your kicks are cool. They fit the vibe here for sure. But yeah, I what I said before, you should take those things into like consideration. And that's my part here. Okay, let's switch back to FL Studio for some more tracks. Let's see, there we go. Oh, that's Pro Q3 being a bitch. Why is that? Oh god, I hate this. Everyone loves Pro Q3, right? Oh, why is it not? Oh my god, here we go. Here we go. That's annoying. There we go. Is this good? Is this fixed? Does it work? It doesn't work. I think it works. Nice skin. Thank you. I think it's working. Windows L, yeah, it works. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have a 1440p monitor, so for me it's weird. But for you guys it's okay, right? There we go. Yeah, it's working. All that for no, I closed the whole fucking thing. So Immortal Mayhem with Midnight Conspiracy, so I can have my span and everything here at the ready. And let's check it out. Oh my lord. Yo, Jesus. Okay, do I need to explain? I think you need more bass. My god, okay, well, the spooky vibes are cool. But I think personally, just my god, turn down your sub bass, my guy. Cause the sub bass is overpowering like the whole track. So turn that down, and I think you can add more melodic elements or spooky elements between those like drops. Brother, your my subwoofer is like it's exploding. I'm not kidding. It's exploding. I think my my neighbors can even hear it like down the street. Don't touch my little hole. Yeah, just turn down your sub. Because when you're in a club, you're probably just gonna feel this and not even hear the track. You're just gonna feel the track, not hear it. The elements are really cool, but it needs a lot of polishing, sub-wise, mixing-wise. Because if you check this waveform... Why do I need to explain? The track is good, but it's all over the place, mixing-wise. So yeah, just check that. I think your track is unique because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 drops. But mixing wise, my god, brother, do something about that. My god, you don't even have a punch, I think. But yeah, add a punch, add some more interesting things between. Fix your sub bass. Your limiter is on there. We can see that. But it's a really cool track. So I think if you polish this in the right way, you can actually make this really interesting. It's already interesting, but you can make it more interesting. I already had those. And let's go to Livewire Master V5 Extended. Benko, what up? Oh, that's really loud.
Look me in, I'm alive tonight, out on the streets again. Tune me on, I'm too hot to stop, something you'll never forget. Take my fist to break down
Load suck.
walls, I'm on top tonight. Oh no, you better turn me loose, better set me free, cause I'm hot, young, running free. Little bit better than I used to be, cause I'm alive. I'll either break his face or take down his legs, give my ways at will. Go for the throat and never let loose, going in for the kill. Take my fist and break down walls, I'm on top tonight. Oh, you better turn me loose, better set me free, cause I'm hot, young, running free. Little bit better than I used to be, cause I'm alive. Come on, baby, gotta play with me. I'm on the power line.
Okay. Interesting, to say the least. The vocal. My ears. Pure because of the resonant like frequencies in your vocal. Just oh my god, my FL crashed. Oh my god. Perfect timing. Oh god. Okay, where were we? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, big F. Oh my, why? Which is why? Why? Bel de brandweer, bel de brandweer. Okay, we're back. Oh, nice. So the resonant frequencies in your vocal. Let's pull up span again, and I'll show you what I mean with the resonant frequencies. Let's put this up so I can show you at the same time. I don't know if you're seeing those like peaks, but you usually don't want to have those because they really hurt your ears. They are resonant for a reason. They get really loud and people don't like those sounds in the track. So what you could do, it's basic EQing. Remove the filter from your vocal and layer your vocal properly. You can use a filter, that's fine, but try to EQ this sound properly, because I can do this. And that's a bit better. They're still there, even after like a minus 10 dB. But, so, remove those. And be on the vocal soothe too, that's also a possibility. And like Fab Filter MB just the same. You can click where you want to add those frequencies. But for me, that's a huge deal breaker because it just hurts. So fix that. That's a really, really, really important thing you need to do. I think that's the most important thing to do. Because here again, it just goes all over the place. Next, your melody is really small. Make it bigger with stereo imaging. Layer the leads correctly. Put some more sounds into your melody. Use a bigger reverb. Add some delay. Some general things that make your lead sound a bit more full. Kick is cool. I know it's not yours, but the kick is really cool. Yeah, your build-up is fine. I think you can remove the lows out of your snares because they're clashing with the drums in the back. Yeah, so here, your vocal just sounds way, way, way, way better than when the filter is on there, or the EQ, or what you have on there. And your hi-hats or your claps or something that's really high in the background is too much on the high end. Yeah, it's your I think it's your oh my god, your hi-hat. You can see it here at the 16K hertz like frequency. So just cut the highs a bit more from those, because they are really interfering with my ears. People just don't like high frequency sound.
The biggest face, take my oh, you better die young, running free, little bit better than I used to be, 'cause I'm alive. Come on, baby, gotta play with me.
Yeah, and what you could do with the vocal here is add a bit of distortion, add a bit of reverb, so make it a bit more like a screech. Because now it's just really dry and it just goes nowhere. No movement, it's just I, and that gets really boring. So give it a bit more movement or distortion. You can easily just put a, let's say a Camel Crusher on there. Oh, a Camel Crusher on there. And just put up some frequencies here, like this, or here, or here, or here. So somewhere that sounds nice, and in that way you can give the vocal in the anticlimax here a bit more movement and a bit more sound. And your screech in here, it's just pure pain. It's not EQ'd right. It just hurts. It's too raw, it doesn't sound good. Too much high frequencies. It makes it a bit less nice to listen to. Heel veel sounds that fight for the same place. So nice, like sound, choosing the right sound, EQing them properly is maybe your biggest, let's say, biggest point of interest in this track. So just work on that. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and all with all, it's just fine. It's a cool track, but yeah, what I said before, just maybe look into that. All right. Let's go to LSD. 5x5. This guy sent in like 4 tracks at the same time. I don't know how he like managed to do that, because slow mode was on, but sure.
This experience usually only exists once. Only the solution for everything. You can never move it back again.
This is already too repetitive. Brother, I think you're clipping. You guys are ruthless.
Everything around you blurs into this experience usually only exists once. And you don't want it to end.
Okay. My lord. Let's start with the obvious. You're clipping. You're clipping. Jesus Christ. But okay, the track is interesting. I think your first break is too long. The idea is definitely there, yeah. Let him cook, let him cook. My woofer is going crazy again when I'm listening to this track. But your break here is way too long. I think you should cut it there at like 13. Because this part is way, way, way too long. I lost interest at like here. The vocal's cool. I think it's EQ'd like right. We need a funny compilation of the stream. Good idea. And your screeches here are interesting. Let's say it in that way. This is way too harsh. I like the idea of the screech used of the vocal used as a screech, but it's not executed well. I think it's too slow. It doesn't keep the flow you build up here. Because the build up is pretty good. I think your French horn can be a bit more to the foreground because you don't have any bass. Or at least it's as stereo as it can be. So maybe make those mono and put them in there. Or do the other way around. So they can be more in the foreground and have a bit more like low frequencies around the mid lows. Your kick just needs general like fixing. There's nothing good to say about this kick. You're just clipping. The bass is pretty cool, but it's too much. Like, what the hell? It's just going downhill, literally, in span. The second kick is ours, but still, the mix here is fine to me. It's not clipping like the first kick. Next, this is really random. I think you can build this down with like simply a crash and an impact. Then you're done. And you can put this in there. This is also clipping, by the way. So I think it's just your master then. And here you have the French horn and the vocal at the same like frequency, so they clash together. And that doesn't sound good. So fix those frequencies or remove one of the sounds. So one of the sounds makes space for the other one, because it's just too much. Yeah, and I really don't like the glitch effect here. It's too long, in my opinion. It throws me off. Hi, Mr. M Official on TikTok. Hey, welcome. So, it's too much. Maybe you can make it more interesting with a pan effect or something. Because I don't hear it on my speakers that it's panned, but you can try. Yeah, and this kick is too low in volume, and Look at the resonant frequencies here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so fix those. The screech is pretty cool. It sounds like a Halloween vibe. I got this from like the witch vocal in the back, but this gives it more a Halloween vibe. Mr. M, you can always send it in via our Discord. So you can always, maybe if you're lucky, we can check that one out. So, yeah, I think your track is cool, but it needs a lot of polishing too, like a lot of tracks we checked out today. So those points of like feedback are for me, and maybe the chat has some more, and you can just read along. But yeah, it's a really interesting track, but not polished. So good luck on fixing it, if you are going to fix it.
Join us. Join us on a journey through the mind, a journey through space and time, a path into the unknown, through times of despair and passing darker. Step for step, getting closer to the void. On the edge of madness. We stand here together. United as one.
How long is this track?
Join us. Journey through the mind. Join us on the edge of madness. Join us. Join. United as one.
Okay, so this happened twice now. Your kicks are not in the right key. Fix it, please. Your master is really low in volume. Generally in hardstyle, you need to be around 3 or 4 lofts, and you're at 7. So you need to fix your master. You can always see. This is how far you can go. Mixing wise, it's fine. Because if I put it up in like volume, it's fine. But your master needs a bit of work. Your first break is really long. It's really like boring. It's the same.
Join us on a journey through the mind.
Your vocal also has a bit too much lows in the vocal itself after EQing. The processing is fine, it's great, sounds good, but I think that's close to being really clashing with
on a journey through the mind.
Bass.
Through space. And
you don't
time.
even have a bass in here. So, okay, I retract that statement because you don't have a bass in here. It's fine that you have the lows in there.
And a path into the...
But I would add a bass if I were you. Just maybe like a small sub bass, make it mono, just add it in there so it gives the break a bit more of a vibe. But you can cut this break for like 17 bars or 16 bars. So you keep the track interesting, because it's really, really boring from this point on.
We stand together, united as one. Join us on a journey through the mind.
Yeah, and I think your leads, I know your leads need a lot of processing, because they do sound really muddy now. And even in FL, after downloading the track,
United as one.
yeah, it's not right. Clarity, yes, they need clarity. You can do that in a lot of different ways. I would use OTT, or I would use a plugin like Saturn to give it more saturation. So
United as one.
So give him a bit more frequencies that's missing.
As one.
Yeah, and your kick here is also out of key. Generally, a tip when you're making or choosing the right key of kick, your bass line is certainly the good key, or the best key you can pick. Because if your bass line is in key with your leads, you can, if you have like a bass line in F, then you can use a kick that's also in F as your anticlimax kick. So if you have a kick that is the same key as your bass line, you're good. You don't have to change anything. Or one of your other bass line kicks, or the kicks that follow your bass line, because usually you just use those. Yeah, that's what I should do. Definitely, when you don't know what kick you need to put in here. So this is fine. There's nothing wrong with this part. There you go. This is weird. Sounds like there is a kick and another kick on top of each other. So that doesn't make sense at all. They're clashing. Let's say, at least they're clashing. It sounds like there are two kicks on top of each other, both with a different character.
Madness.
Same thing. It's out of key again. So basic music theory. Change your key of kicks. Sounds like E3 mono. It could be.
I come with them big bottles. I just come such shit because I just got a boot up. I come with them big bottles and we finna rumble. I just come such shit because I just got a boot up. I sip it, make me mumble, mumble, mumble, make me mumble. I come with them big bottles.
Drop it.
Okay. Interesting track, to say the least. By the way, Martinez Jose Emilio, calm down, mate. My God. If you want to give feedback, calm down. The first part, like the dubstep part. Your screech or your lead sound is a bit too harsh and too loud. And you're missing a lot of sub bass. You can use an more aggressive bass, like the dubstep bassy sound. As you can hear the difference, more sub, more aggressive. That sounds better. I think your lead is also really resonant at some points. So just try to get those level. No, it's not dubstep enough. It's not dubstep enough. So maybe add a cooler bass, a different bass to give it a bit more flow, because it's really static. Let's say static. Yeah, that's a good word to use. Static. This kick is just crazy. But personally, I think it's really random. So maybe you build this up a bit more to give it a bit more hype, a bit more movement up to the drop. Because the kick is really cool. It has a nice character. But it misses some hyping up before it drops. And what you can do with the leads of the screech in the background, if you have the reverb like side-chained, you can change the release or the time that your reverb fades in. Make that longer. So have a part that your screech is just dry. And at the end, make it come up, because now it's just really long, the reverb, and it overpowers or it's just not like in the right flow for me to enjoy this part of the screech. So maybe try. For me, it's just too wet. Just make it like fade in later. And your vocal can be a bit louder in this part, because I can't really understand what he's saying, and the bass is overpowering this vocal.
Because I'm just kind of bored up. Come with them big boys and with them.
Drop it.
I come with them big boys. I come with them big boys.
So this part is really well done, but your second kick, I don't like it at all. But that's, I think, a personal preference. It's a nice pogo kick, but it doesn't fit the track at all. Maybe I could use a bit of a harder kick, just a techie kick, but not a pow, wow, wow. It's jumping all over the place. Okay, you are being really fucking annoying. So, I think you can change those kicks, but yeah, still, maybe if you're sending this to someone, yeah, so there you go. He likes it personally. I get that. That's fine. At least I'm not really a fan. But yeah, cool track. Overall, it's really dope. So yeah, well done. Well done, well done.
Out in the open, and a million miles from the truth that I left behind. Twisted and broken, not a care in the world since I saw it all breaking down.
This is a remix, I just noticed. You have a version without a vocal. Can you send me that one? Because probably the vocal is copyrighted. Like, I'm 100% sure. I noticed that way too late. Oops. I want to listen to it. I already sent it on Discord. Wait, let me pull that up then. Where did you send it? Because slow mode is on for sure in the feedback thing. YouTube link is fine. Thank you for sending. I'll try to I'll try to check it out if I can. Steam stream feeds. Let's see. I'm just gonna search you up. Yeah, okay, I got it. There we go. Wow. Okay. Well, this track is made around that vocal. I can just hear it. By the way, Martinez, Jose, Emilio, can you please be quiet for like a second? Because 90% of the feedback you're giving is wrong or is a different type of issue. You've been giving non-stop feedback. It's fine, I can understand, but you're mostly wrong. So please. Do all the respect, okay? Yeah, I can't wait to hear this with a vocal. Because it sounds so good. The track is really sick. Well done. It's definitely made around the vocal because it misses a lot of elements now, just instrumental wise. But it's so sick. Like instrumental, it's cool. It gets me excited. The lead is nice. It doesn't need more highs. The reverb is good. You have a really nice atmosphere going around. And Martinez, yes, I know you're excited, but just calm down, okay? That's all. I think your track is not mastered yet because it's really soft in volume. 7.5 Loves is a bit soft, really soft. And Joachim on TikTok, what song is this? This is a remix from Riverdy. So I don't know when it's released because it sounds really cool. And I'm definitely excited for this to be released. But I don't really think I have a lot of feedback for this. Maybe that your screech here is too loud. No, I'm streaming on YouTube, Joachim, on point samples. So your screech is a bit too loud. And what Dominic is saying, yeah, I get where like the Void vibes come from because he does this all the time. So maybe you do have a helping hand on the Void, but yeah, your screech is too loud here. Yo, Guppy. The leaves are really cool. Maybe here in this build-up you can give it a bit more excitement with a lot of with a bit more elements. Maybe sweep up, sweep down, crash here, crash there, clap, going up, pitching it up, pitching it down. But this is really well mixed. Don't really have to say anything about it. Notice that Fender said your melody at the end is slightly out of key, but it's not. It's just fine. Yeah, but the best thing you can work on right now are just the mixing in the anticlimax and your master. With the vocal, it's still different. I can understand, but your master is a bit off because some parts are not mastered properly. And the track is really low in volume, so those are the main points of interest. But brother, it's really cool, so keep going. Okay, wait. I don't know who sent this in. So, there we go. Hey, Chapter V, welcome. Okay. Here, mixing wise, a lot of high elements that I don't really like in the mix. Mixing wise, it's really thin. Doesn't blow me away. Maybe you can add a bigger pad in the background. Or some other elements that make it more interesting, because now it's just a kick and a bell and a lead. Your chords are a bit thin, so maybe use a... we have a Spire pack with a bit of big, like, saw chords. You can add those. So, it just sounds small. Don't say... Oh my god, FL Studio, really? Oh, it's so annoying. That's the second time. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna switch to FL20. I'm gonna switch to FL20 because this is just really annoying that this keeps happening. Yeah, it's almost time to go to Cubase. Where were we? Physics. Somewhere over here. Oh my god. This is really annoying. Time to go to Cubase. I hope this doesn't crash. I think my PC is just trying its best, you know. I have a really good PC, but still it's at its limit because I'm streaming at 3 different platforms at the same time. So I get why it's crashing sometimes, but FL Studio doesn't need to crash like this, man. No need. No need. All right. A bit lighter environment. Jesus. No, let's not do this all the tracks at the same time. But the last track just needs mixing wise a bit more like love. Let's say it like that. A bit more love. Yeah. So let's move on. Physics coming home, extended mix. Okay, I can already hear your low end here. It's interfering with your punch. Okay, and is this vocal ripped because the quality is like all over the place? Okay. Let's say that your bass in your future bass part is clipping a lot. I think that's the kick interfering with your bass. No, the song doesn't need to be hardstyle at all. I don't know if I can give detailed feedback on other tracks, but you can always send it in. The vocal is really not in tempo. And here the vocal can be way more louder than it is right now. So you can really notice that it's not in tempo here at this part. Because it's really offsetting. It doesn't sound good in this part of the track. I like the little break when you're before the melodic drop, but maybe you can make a reverb tail of the lead, and maybe you can make a ping pong delay when it comes in, so it has like a sweep reverse upgoing lead before it drops in the future bass part of the track. Those chords do sound really cheap at this part, so maybe you can invest in bigger sounding chords, like I showed like in a second ago, but they sound really cheap. Just put in there, no thought behind those. Yeah, here also it's clipping. Yeah, so it sort of has a mix. But yeah, it's not a bad track at all. So, maybe there's some couple of... Why is my screen so small? Oh, I switched to the other FL. It makes sense. So, maybe... Yeah, put those things into consideration, because there are some elements that make sense. The bass is clipping with the kick. Definitely at this point. And it's a really cool track. It can have a little bit more elements, make it more interesting. Your bass is also good. It's just too loud at some parts. Maybe you can add a sidechain with the kick, so maybe first the kick comes in and then the bass goes. I like the techie kick here. And your vocal is not in the right BPM of the track. So there you go.
Hey bitch, you thought I wouldn't find out all the shit you was talking about. Better run when you hear that. You better run when you hear that. I said, hey bitch, you thought I wouldn't find out all the shit you was talking about. Better run when you hear that. You better run when you hear that. When the gates are open, prepare yourself to lose your mind. Look left and right, rising from the shadows. Can't wait to push it down. Can't wait to push it down.
What up, Hugo? Thank you for the roses on TikTok, Hugo. Okay, the first things in this track are that the screech is a bit too much on the high end. It hurts. There's too much highs in those screeches. I really like this, but your stabs are way too loud. I think your vocal can use a bit more volume here. And your kick is too soft in volume. So turn the volume up or turn the other elements a bit down, because now it's just overpowering and the energy in the drop is just gone. Yeah, that's with all the kicks here. They're too soft in volume, so you gotta fix the other. I think there are the other elements are too high in volume. Your melody here has a lot of high frequencies again. I think that's a reoccurring theme here. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but this is way too much. This is a lot more enjoyable to listen to right now. This is really well done. This is really well done. The kick in the mix is fine, but I don't think the screeches. I think the background screeches can be a bit more forward. And I think it's a dog barking or something. It's interesting, but that can be a bit more to the foreground again. So. I think those are the points of interest here. Good job though. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks to go, and then half an hour. I'll try my best.
Every day I just wanna be with you. Every day we're just a good match. Every day
The camera is freezing. Is that so? I think it's back. Weird. That's TikTok, by the way, not on YouTube.
Every day I just wanna be with you. Every day we're just a good match. Every day I want to be seen with you. All the girls think you are a catch. But sometimes it makes me wonder. Sometimes I wanna see. And sometimes it hits like thunder. But today I just won't believe. Every day I just wanna be with you. Every day we're just a good match. Every day I want to be seen with you. All the girls think you are a catch. But sometimes it makes me wonder. Sometimes I wanna see. And sometimes it hits like thunder. But today I just day I just wanna be with you. Can't beat the go.
Whoa! That's a that's a price scanner or something, or a.
Can't beat the go.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's really cool. That's fucking dope. That's really a right shift cell too. But that's fucking cool. Okay. Let's go over the first part of this track. In my opinion, your bass is too loud.
Every day I just wanna be with you.
And your vocal is also a bit loud. So I think your mixing wise there in your vocal and your bass can be a bit less in volume. Also, I think your vocal is pretty boring. It just stays the same. Nothing interesting happens. So maybe layer the vocal with a vocal vocoder or octave up, octave down, something that keeps it more interesting to listen to. And a really cool thing you can try is when you have a vocoder, you can use your vocoder as a bass. So put the vocoder as the same bass note, or your vocal in the same note as your bass, and follow your bass line with the vocoder. So you have an interesting bass line instead of just a sub bass. I mean, it works, but it's really boring. And yeah, you're right. It sounds more like Diesel. Yep. You guys are right. So maybe try to play around with the bass here.
Every day I dream, think you are a catch, but sometimes I'm with you. Every day we're just a good match. Every day I just
Personally, I don't like this vocal drop. It's really fast. I don't know what he's saying. I think it's kicking the bass or something. But I would just do something different there. Just another pre-drop fill, not a vocal.
Every day I just wanna be with you. Every day I just wanna be with you. Wanna be with you.
That's cute.
Every day I just wanna be with you. Every day we're just a good match. Every day I want to be seen with you. All the girls think you are a catch, but sometimes it makes me wonder. Sometimes I want to, and sometimes it hits like thunder. But today I just want to leave.
Okay. I think your climax is pretty well mixed. Nothing really to say about that. I don't like those kicks. They lack a lot of sub bass. So maybe just add a bit more sub bass in there, because now it just doesn't make any sense. No, it's not clipping. It's fine, it's not clipping at all. Again. So, just add more sub bass or low end, because the kicks are cool, but
Don't let the bass get you.
there's not... Yeah, it clipped when I made the peak. So, your master in your sub bass is off a bit. It's not by much, but maybe if you add a bit more sub bass, it can be a bit more enjoyable to listen to. Because now I'm expecting a bit more bass, but it's not coming. See you later, Thunder Legacy. Later. But the track is really cool. I like the vibe. I dig it. It's a new like Electric Fox type style of track, and definitely with these. These are crazy. So keep those in there. And what's this?
冰淇淋 ice cream 冰淇淋冰淇淋 Here are two examples 我要买一个冰淇淋
Okay. So yeah, what I said before plus what I just said a second ago, just look into that, and your track is a banger. So there you go.
I masz mołotkan de distrak. I mi samą trew. Katak szerebuli katsezem. No mi szałanadı ze katak szerebuli kadar szerebuli. Para kankaretan jest. Kavnatte böyledir. Çabuk cara. Şavanadı mołotkan de distrak. I masz mołotkan de distrak. Çabuk cara. Çabuk cara. Şu anda da volkan
I don't understand what you're saying.
İyi çamon çay. Çabuk cara. Imi samą trew, katak szerebuli katsezem. No mi szałanadı ze katak szerebuli kadar szerebuli. Para kankaretan jest. Kavnatte böyledir. Çabuk cara. I masz mołotkan de distrak. De distrak. De distrak. Çabuk cara. Çabuk cara. Çabuk.
Okay, wait. Blue Phoenix, was it right? Do you want feedback on this, or was it just a stupid... I can't even finish my sentence. Let's wait for his answer. It's a meme track, but sure, brother, what the hell? Two loves. My lord. My lord. If it's a meme track, I'm not gonna do any feedback if that's okay with you. Oh my. Oh my. That was a hell of a ride, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna skip the feedback on this one then, because we have so many suggestions. I would rather just someone who doesn't send in a meme track to have the feedback, if that's okay with you. Your washing machine was broken. Well, I hope it's fixed now. Okay, but it's a pretty cool track though. So it's really loud. It's really fucking loud. So yeah, the next track is really long. Let's see. Bro, who just sends in a track like 6 minutes long? Okay, so I'm gonna skip through this one. And then let's see where the good parts start like.
Of the sun. Of the sun.
Okay, so I think it's a cinematic track. Let's just listen to the first drop.
Voyagers and travelers, the sky is rumbling, a force of power and destruction has been.
Yeah, I don't like the phasing on your vocal.
Embrace the power of the sun.
Okay, so there are a lot of highs here. Like on your screech is too much. It sounds like a dying cat. Yeah, you can say it like that. But it's a unique screech. Maybe you can add a bit of like a pattern to your screech, because it's pretty boring now. Mixing wise, this part is not good. And maybe you remove these frequencies.
Voyagers and travelers, the sky is rumbling, a force of power and destruction has been awakened. And fear will impede.
For me, this is just way too long for a break. My guy is taking a whole minute for a break.
Keeping faith in the dark is a force to be feared, an enemy so powerful it can change the world as we know it. Forming an alliance we will face. Corrupting mind. We have arrived. A land of fantasy. Keep your face to the sunshine, and you can embrace the power of the sun.
So, your lead sound is a bit thin and cheap sounding. Maybe you can layer it with different lead sound, because it sounds way too high. And some plugins have a range of frequency when they work the best, or some sounds. And I think your sounds are phasing because they are trying to be at the same place at the same time, but that just doesn't work. I think this kick is way too loud, way too loud in your build. Also, I think your climax is way too long. It's 32 bars long. That's long. So, okay, this is a really random switch. It just goes. And it's really repetitive. So maybe you can make this shorter for sure. And then calm down, brother, on your crap. We keep it uplifting. We don't throw hate at each other, brother. But yeah, so just fix, I think, the volume of your screech here. It's too much on the high end of the screech. The kicks are nice. I like them, but maybe it's too repetitive because you use the same kick all the time. Maybe use a different kick, like a hardcore kick or a Frenchcore kick or something different. So it's pretty cool, but too random. This little build up, hey mouth, is cool, but maybe you can add the BPM change here instead of like the last 2 seconds. So I'm prepared for what's coming. So yeah, maybe change that around. As Martinez Jose Emilio is saying, or in the YouTube chat, yeah, it's really repetitive, but already said so. But that's cool. Vakka Strijder. Let's go into T-Souls with Damn It. Hola, Dimmenhouse, welcome.
I've cried alone in the darkness and let my tears fall like rain. I've faced my fears and confronted the unknown. I've silenced my thoughts and found peace in the stillness. I have been one with my pain. With my pain. Damn it!
I heard this track like a while ago when you just started it, and when you just were making the track. You improved this one a lot. Jesus Christ. Okay, so what I am when I'm listening to this, it really gives me like Active Rage vibes. So I think you did a goddamn well English, a really great job on giving like the vibes of a high quality producer in your track. So it's not like easy to do. But you gotta change a bit of your volumes on like these kicks, the gated or the reverb kick is where it came in a bit. Where was that again? I think it's much more loud over here than when your kick is playing. Next, your anti-climax is really good. I don't think you need to change a lot of the anti-climax. It's a really cool track. So I want you to keep those vibes, but not change a lot. So what bothered me here is that your leads just pitch up at the same time as your build-up begins. Maybe just wait 4 or 5 bars before pitching it up, because now it just sounds off. So just keep it at the same note for 4 bars and just make it go up the last 4 bars or 3 bars. So that doesn't throw me off. Yeah, you did a great job on the screeches here. Nothing really to say about this one. Your vocal here is a bit too soft in volume, or I can't really understand what he is saying about right around this part, because the rest of your track is overpowering the whole vocal. Yeah, the choir for sure is overpowering your vocal, and I think your vocal is a bit too dark, so I can't understand what he is saying. And you can also introduce a bit more highs into your melody. I don't know if you hear the difference, but you can also introduce a bit more. Yeah, and when you're going into your melody here, I don't like the transition. Just make it bigger, because the flow just cuts off here, and then your melody comes in, and that sounds a bit weird. I don't know if I'm the only one. Let's ask chat if they are feeling the same about this, because it sounds there's no thought in going to the next the melody part. Hey Justin, should there be a hard low-end kick layered with the hardstyle kick, or for more power on the monitors, or is it clashing the original hardstyle kick sound? Am I just stupid to asking? What? I don't understand what you're asking, brother. I'm trying to understand what you're asking. Yannick, yeah, it's a regular thing. But yeah, those are the main points of interest, Diesels. Next, your mix is good. There's nothing wrong with this. It just misses high end, and your screeches here, I can't really hear them. Maybe you cut the melody and just use the screeches, or don't use the screeches at all. I have to make a bit of tempo, because we have 2 more left to go in 10 minutes. I'm from Ottawa. Good job on the Spire Pack. Thank you. It's a harmony layer. Okay, well, try to just do one or don't do the harmony layer. I don't know. I wouldn't use the harmony layer on its own. I would just put the melody there. He's asking if you put a normal kick layer with a hardstyle kick. You can try, but I think the low end is going to clash. If you have two kicks with low end, they are gonna cancel each other out. So when you're making kicks, you can do that, but you need to EQ them properly. But when you want to use them in the track, you can't, because it's the same thing as using two sub basses. They're gonna cancel each other out. Yeah, it's cool, but it's not done properly. Because you have a lot of melodic elements in the background or in the foreground. In the foreground. So if you have the harmony coming through when you're playing your melody, it's not gonna sound good because they're clashing. Because your melody sound is a lot higher in volume than your harmony sound. So either make them louder or cut the melody part and just only play the harmony sound.
We move like thunder. I'm going to turn this situation around. I'm not going to sit back and moan and cry over what happened and what went wrong and who did what. I'm going to do something about this situation. Expect things to get better for you, because they are. See, life is cycling. Whatever experience you're having right now, it has not come to stay. We move like thunder, we taking you under. I'm under the influence, class A, shot, remedy. Spin venomous lyrics, no gimmicks. I'm nice slick, no prints, no limits.
Okay, your build-up is really dope, but your kick has no sub bass or low end at all. So, the kicks are cool, but they're lacking a lot of frequencies from like 200 hertz. So I was a bit disappointed by the drop. I suspected a bit harder kick, but not a saw kick. It's cool, but doesn't fit, in my opinion.
We move like thunder, we taking you under. I'm under the influence, class A, shot, remedy. Spin venomous lyrics, no gimmicks. I'm nice slick, no prints, no limits. We move like thunder. On you
The vibe is really, really good. I like the fast-paced track. It sounds really nice. The thing is, it's really, really messy, mixing-wise. There are a lot of elements. And your bass is also in stereo. So make this bass mono. And a lot of elements that want to be in the same spot as like your lead and your kick and your bass. So maybe fix the how many elements are in your your climax and your anti-climax. But the vibe is really dope. And the thing is, this track can be so much more when you have a good kick in the climaxes, because now your leads are overpowering. Essentially, your leads are overpowering your kick, and there is no bass coming through. So maybe it's a good thing that you just rework, because I know you made these kicks yourself, because you are a legend. But maybe just rework your kicks, or turn a bit of your sub bass up in volume, because it's missing a lot. Next, your vibe is just great. The vocals are maybe a bit too loud at some points, and maybe you can use a bit less high end on your your vocal. And listen to this part. This is really annoying for my ears. It's too much. So yeah, those are the things I find annoying or think they could use improvement. And yeah. No, these are cool. They're really nice, but they just need a bit more processing, I guess. So yeah. Try to do anything with it. What you want.
Don't be afraid to take a chance.
Okay, your vocal is way too loud.
The journey ahead is yours to make.
Okay, I guess it's not loud at all, but it's clipping. So your volumes are a bit messy at all. Your leads sound really cheap. They're not layered properly, and your reverb is in the background. I think you're using Valhalla. Let's say Valhalla Vintage Verb, yeah. And with a bit of a small delay. But you can sidechain your reverb to your melody. So look into that. And why are they like the claps going for like 20 like bars or so? Maybe just let the melody play the first part and maybe add some more elements later on.
And let your heart lead what you choose. It's yours to take.
And your kicks are too soft in volume, so put your kicks up in volume and your leads down in volume. Next, it's a really crunchy kick, but it lacks a lot of sub bass and bass in general. Yeah, it's not a PP kick for sure. It's a good kick, but it lacks a lot of frequencies. Plus, I think your second kick is not in key, or your third.
It's yours to take.
Yeah, your second kick I think is not in key. Wow, okay, here's the sub bass.
your heart lead.
Your pluck is also out of key here.
Don't be afraid to take a chance and let your heart lead the way to a brighter place. The journey ahead is yours to make. And the path you choose is yours to take. And the path you choose is yours to take. Defcon 1.
I hope I don't get copyrighted for Defcon 1. And ours, yes, FL Studio does come standard with a limiter on the master. That is true, but if you want to remove that, you can do that just by making a new preset that loads every time. But okay, this part is a lot better than your melodic part.
Is yours to take.
It's a bit unexpected, but it sounds good.
Defcon 1.
I like this kick. I don't know where you got it. You made it yourself or put it somewhere. But this sounds really good. Hey, Soundrush family, what up? So, well done on this. I don't think this kick fits at all, because you have a lot of sub in this first kick, and the sub just disappears in this second kick. Just maybe use a bit more, or you can layer those together to make a different kick, or just choose another one that fits the vibe a bit more, because this is just too much crunch for the sub kick you had before. And for sure there's a limiter on this track, because you can see how cut off all the sounds are. So probably the basic limiter of FL Studio is still on here. But overall, this track is really good. Take in consideration the things I said before. And yeah, I don't think this track needs more than just general mixing, layering of leads, and a bit more of arrangement. But well done. What channel do I submit tracks in Discord? You can do it in the feedback channel, but we're done for today. Because I've been streaming for 3 hours now. And yeah, my energy has been depleted. Close the stream with a tune from you. I can if you want. But it's nothing special. If you want, I can do that. Next week is the next stream. Show your best. My best. I need to figure that out. I'm working on something. I can put that on if you guys want. Okay, sure. Sure. Oh, Hard Company Records, welcome. Nee, man. I'm not going to reverse, sadly. I need to work. Yeah, usually we announce them prior, but we're making a schedule because we have a lot of artists joining us. Trickster was supposed to be here today, but he couldn't make it. But the 12th is Envine. Envine Music. I don't know if you guys know Envine, but he's coming. and Aftershock is also coming. So we have a dope stuff lined up. Let's see. I got a thing. So yeah, those guys are also joining something soon. I can also stream on Twitch at the same time. So on point samples, yeah, not really like harder class, but we're focusing more on the beginner producers who want to evolve their sound into something new, and we can help, by making sounds that you can use in your productions, or just giving general tips on what to do in tracks. So that's what we do, and we try to help and make you a better producer in the long run. But yeah, that's what we do. But yeah, that's what I've been working on for like the past weeks, months. It's a new track. I need new vocals. Are you gonna pay it enough? Yes. And I know Jim personally, so we've been really great like for the last year. So that's all good. Thank you, Hardstyle. But okay, you guys want to hear my track? I can play this if you want. It's nothing special. It's something I've been working on for quite a while. But these vocals are overused, so don't mind. I have a new technique for these vocals, like a build vocal. That's not in here. I need to do that. The leads are still a bit loud, but yeah. I think there's something here. The balance is off. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this really stupid track.
When I saw you again, when I saw you. When I saw you again, I knew I wanted you, but I had to hide it. I had to hide it, 'cause I have grown strong without you around. I've just gotta fight it. I don't wanna go back there. I was down on the floor. When I look in your face, I remember the nights and how you saved me. When I saw you again, I knew I wanted you, but I had to hide it. I've just gotta find it. Good times, but you left me hurting. I was down on the floor when I looked in your
So yeah, that's what I've been working on for I don't know how long. 47 hours and 5 minutes. But I can go in depth with this project, but yeah. So the intro make a little bit more sense. Yeah. I agree. But Hard Company Records, Mr. Ops, do you agree? Guys who only use samples, especially when the kicks are great with the whole mix sucks, the more pros will immediately notice it. Yes, they definitely will. So people, yeah, they need to learn a bit more about sound design. That's true. But yeah, what I did in this track is it's all about layering. This melody sounds so good, or yeah, good, because the layering in these sounds makes sense. We have a top layer. Wait, it's off. We have a top layer. We have a harmonic layer. We have chord layers. And together, they already make a really pretty full sound. And accentuating like the sounds that I already have is a small let's call it a bassy thing. But I cut the bass out because I already have a bass playing. And I have a small pad playing. But it's all about making harmonics, making your leads add up to each other. Because if I just put one lead layer on, you notice it's a bit full. That's because of my processing too. But if I add another lead on top, you notice that this second lead adds up to the first one. So that's how you go on choosing your lead sounds. And I have a bit of a high harmonic type stuff going around. But that's a really important factor. And I have some double notes, but we call them glide notes. So we have a glide note going on, but all with all, it just makes sense. It's not this. So that's really it. It's about MIDI, about layering, and about processing. And in my processing, this is my processing. It's nothing crazy. It's just a sidechain, a Saturn. But if I remove the Saturn, that's a really, really, really big difference. as you can hear. So yeah, for me, this is the most important part. Just slap a Saturn on there and it works. But yeah, the track is not finished at all. I'm still working on it. I need a different vocal, and that's all. You guys are going ham in the fucking comments. I think those samples help to get there. Yes, that's very true. I like them a little bit more than Anticlimax, where I need to working on a build-up so they're kind of empty. Yep, that's really true. More since work the same way. Focus on you probably good for the others. Use Vital. Vital's a really good plugin to start on. It's free. We have a lot of samples or a lot of presets for Vital. So there you go. Riverdale, that's so true. I agree. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this this stream, and I'm just gonna play this track as an outro song or something. So next week we'll be there again with another feedback stream, and the week prior to that. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys stay well, don't get sick, be happy in life, and yeah, all with all, I'll talk to you in the next one, guys. I'll see you guys later.
When I saw you again, I knew I wanted you, but I had to hide it. I had to hide it, 'cause I have grown strong without you around. I've just gotta fight it. I don't wanna go back there. You left me hurting. I was down on the floor. When I look in your face, I remember the lies and how you saved me. When I saw you again, I knew I wanted you, but I had to hide it. I've just gotta find you. You left me hurting. I was down on the floor. When I look in your face,